Get it, man.
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm in my mouth. Now I smell like oniony mints, minty onions. I had too many onions for dinner. But I was trying to eat them before they went bad. So I had spring onions. So I cut those up. And I had some cherry tomatoes. And I put those on a plate with the onions. I sliced up a cucumber. Put ranch dressing all over them. Some salt and pepper. And I ate that. Then I ate my daughter's leftover spaghetti she didn't eat. And now I just reek of onions. And I have a toothache. I never get a toothache. Alan says he's never had a toothache. I have a toothache. I took some Aleve. I hope that fixes that. Have I killed enough time while you're doing that?
You ready?
I'm ready if you are. You gonna say hello to anybody?
Hello, Linda Wynn, Albert, Rosa, Chris, Abraham, some of our usual people who file in early here. Kedron.
Well, we're late.
Nice to see you. Sin, Denise, Esprit.
We'll tell you first ones that are here. The reason we're late is we had to pre-record a phone call. They were going to play during the podcast and edit it in. Robert's going to edit that in. So
Stop talking.
So you're not going to be, that's Robert. He's imitating Robert, our producer. So you won't be able to hear that phone call.
Hey,
you listen, if you go back and listen to the podcast, which I hope you all do.
This is Sean Nunn.
Because, we got to get those numbers up, people.
This is Sean Nunn. Hey, Kelly, Kelly's a rock star when it comes to doing those spots. I tell you, she does a good job with that, Alan.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I've been working on it.
You're working on that for Bosses Day next week? Because he's one of our bosses.
He is. All right, let's go.
Okay, testing 1, 2. Are we already good and tested?
Testing 1, 2. Monica Blubilski, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Monica Blubilski, please pick up the red courtesy phone.
I don't get that one.
Monica Blue Bill.
Ski. That was a reach on that one. Somebody give that one to you, or did you make it up? I'm telling you, my teeth are killing me.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans. Let's just pray I make it through this podcast. But I will say, I am so thankful to be doing it with my partner, my co-host. He's back. I know you missed him. It's Alan Evans.
Hello, Alan. Hey, train in the house. Don't know what you got till it's gone. Don't know what it is. It's just this sad, sad song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See,
did you feel like I'm just kind of this guy that sits next to you who does this podcast. When I'm not here, is it a little bit different?
It was very different.
A little bit different.
I had to do the podcast solo. We had a bit of a not like life and death family emergency. We just had a situation that had to be taken care of, and Alan had to leave. Last minute,
mid podcast.
Well, like
midstream.
We were like 1 minute and 7 seconds into it, or something random like that.
I mean, that's the worst feeling in the world when you got to cut your stream short.
I wouldn't. Well, anyway, so I did the podcast by myself, and I went back and listened to it.
How was it?
I wanted to see exactly. Do you notice Alan asked me how it was? And that's my point.
I don't listen to podcasts.
I was here. And I went back and listened to it because I wanted to make sure it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, because I was a little buzzed.
Just a hammered Kelly Raspberry?
Hammered. I had one.
Sloshed?
No. I had one buzz ball because we had
buzzed?
We'd had a rough day.
Oh, my God.
And I thought I was going to be co-hosting one buzz ball. I could do anything pretty much except for drive buzzed. Right? Buzz driving is still drunk driving, people. There's your PSA.
Dave, that weekend, I would have mainlined bourbon if I could have.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. And so I had a buzz ball thinking my husband was going to be here to help carry the load. Instead, it was me and my buzz ball brain.
I carry the load.
But it was just, it was a lot of scatter shooting. I had some very nice comments. People reached out to me and said they enjoyed it.
Yeah, I saw some of these comments. I saw one from a lady. She's like, "Oh, Kelly, I just loved it. You should do more by yourself." And I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
What the shit? What the shit? What am
Well,
I, chop liver?
why don't you listen to it and you'll see if she has a point.
Maybe I'll do one by myself.
Try it
That's what I'll do.
because it's so easy.
I'll do one by myself."
But I'm glad to have you back.
No,
So I
I'm
can
sure.
sit back and listen.
I'm sure it was awesome. I'm
'Cause
sure it was great.
Well, I told everybody you had some stuff you wanted to talk about communicating with your daughter and things like that. You had
I brought big show content
big
last time.
bits, and
Oh.
I was left doing the holidays in the month of October, the best buys for October.
Wow.
Oh man,
That's what you had?
but I thought it was pretty good.
So it was a very practical podcast.
I'm a practical person.
Did you give some like any money savings tips?
Yeah, I told them.
Did you?
Yeah, I told them the best buys for October.
Oh, okay, that's cool then.
Because people are gearing up to shop for Christmas.
Oh yeah, they are.
They are.
I know, and we're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah,
we'll talk about a lot of stuff.
What are we going to revisit the things that you were going to talk about last?
Yeah, I think there's some things that I had on the docket.
Mm-hmm.
on the list for last time that we didn't get to. One we teased like 2 podcasts ago, and we made the cardinal sin of saying, "Hey, we're going to talk about this," and then never talking about it.
I know.
So we're gonna probably start.
Let's leave with that, so we don't forget it again. We're horrible.
It's about brands.
Brands.
We even sung our song and everything, and we never got to it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do a little brand talk. Somebody sent us a letter, and folks. A Sandwich and Some Lovin' fan gets extra brownie points, extra gold stars, is going to get an extra shout out because you know what she did?
What?
She hand wrote a letter, licked a stamp, stuck it in the mail,
I tell you,
and sent it to my attention. You don't get many of these anymore.
No, in fact, I found actually the art of letter writing is dying. It's dying. Personal correspondence, that's described as household to household mail. That's what that is. Personal letters, greeting cards, invitations, announcements make up less than 1/2 of 1% of the mail.
Yes. See, so that's why she's getting a special shout out.
That's it. I sent a thank you note, a handwritten thank you note to someone. They were so shocked. They texted me, "Oh my gosh, nobody gets handwritten notes anymore." So it's a big deal.
And we're going to read it. We're going to read it. She also sent us some gifts, and that's always encouraged too.
Love that. Because National Podcast Day came and went, and didn't get anything.
Didn't get a thing. Yeah.
Nobody sent anything.
Yep, nothing.
I mean, we got this present, but it had nothing to do with National Podcast Day.
I mean, people say they appreciate us.
Well, how do you show appreciation?
Gifts.
And 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
On wherever you listen to podcasts. We'll take that too.
And we're going to make a phone call. Yeah. We don't do many phone calls on the podcast, but we have the tools and the technology to do that.
Yeah.
We're going to call some people because we need information.
Yeah.
We want to know what's going on.
Yeah, we've been kind of in the dark.
Yeah.
Just real quickly, we just a couple podcasts ago gave away our second effortless IVF cycle, thanks to Doctors Kevin and Kathy Duty.
To Jordan and Tate.
To Jordan and Tate of Doctors Duty from Care Fertility.
Yes.
And some people were like, well, what happened to the couple from the first contest? And we hadn't heard anything, and we were kind of hesitant to ask because sometimes no news is good news. Sometimes no news is not good news. So we were kind of hesitant, but we're going to reach out and hopefully have something positive to report.
I haven't heard of
from for Kelly and Louise.
Kelly and Louise,
if you remember, if you kept up with their journey from the Maybe Baby contest. So we'll be calling Kelly and Louise a little later in the podcast.
I mean, I've been all over their social media, creeping and crawling.
Yeah.
Got nothing.
Yeah.
So we're going to go straight to them for information.
Yeah.
I think we can do that.
And what else, honey? There's something else you had.
Well, and then if we get to it, we're always looking for ways to encourage discussion and engagement with our teenage daughters. So I subscribe to a newsletter, an e-newsletter It's about dads and things dads can do to encourage discussion with their kids. And I got a really great article about some questions you can ask your kids to encourage that discussion.
Great.
So we'll see if we get to that. I think we'll get to it.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that. We got a lot to get to, babe.
Oh, but before we do all that.
Yeah, one thing you do with your children is you do everything you can to protect them, right? To get them from childhood to adulthood. That's your goal in life. Keep them safe, even after they're adults. And one of the best ways you can protect them, well, one of the ways you want to protect them is when they're in your home. And, with teenagers, sometimes you try to give them a little bit of independence, let them stay home every once in a while by themselves. But that gives, as a parent, you got a little fear in your heart. What if some stranger comes to the door? What if they're sneaking boys in? You know how you can keep tabs on your kid and make sure they're safe inside your home? Ring. Ring's mission is not only to make neighborhoods safer, it's to keep tabs on those boys that are sneaking over to see your daughters when they find out you left them home for a little bit.
It's the eye in the sky, babe.
That's right. And, the season's changing. We're heading into the holiday season. And you know what that means? Porch pirates.
Packages.
With Ring, you can keep tabs when, like, the UPS guy or Amazon or whoever's delivering a package to your front doorstep. You can see, oh, something's there. Even if you're in the back of the house and you don't answer the door for strangers, you can run up and grab it. You can call a neighbor, hey, can you run by and get that box before somebody steals it? I mean, this is practical usage. And also, it just gives that ring of protection around your home. So many times you see on the news, they were able to capture images from someone's Ring security camera that led to, an arrest or things like that. It's just important. If you don't have a Ring, it's like not having a cell phone. Everybody has a cell phone. Who doesn't have a Ring home security system? If that's you, then you need to listen up.
And as one of our listeners, you have a special offer on a Ring starter kit. It's available right now with a Ring Video Doorbell 2 and motion-activated floodlight cam. The starter kit has everything you need to start building that ring of security around your home. Just go to ring.com/sandwich. That's ring.com/sandwich, and additional terms may apply.
No boy sneaking over without us seeing.
We see it all.
See everything. Everything.
Is porch pirate? Is that PC?
What's wrong with that? Are we offending pirates?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Alan.
Pirates have feelings too. Okay, this was passed to me from one Roberto Ehrman, who is the producer of the nationally syndicated Kid Craddock Morning Show.
And he helps us out a little from time
sometimes
to time.
Sometimes he throws us a bone and says, "Hey guys, this is kind of cool. I want to talk about."
The intro music for our sandwiches and Lovin'? Robert does that.
Roberto.
He's the one. We're not playing music here. You see us playing music? No, that's all Robert.
You know how sometimes the end music, it starts about like 2 minutes before the podcast.
Because he's trying to tell us to hurry up.
Stop talking.
Stop talking.
And then it ends like right after I go, bye. He times all that out.
He's really good.
Oh, that guy.
He's really good.
That guy. So he passed us this list, and people love lists. It's a list of the Millennials 2019 top 100 brands.
Now, why is this important for us to know?
Well, we are not Millennials.
We're not.
But
we advertise to Millennials.
We do. But I think just going through this list, and I mean, there's 100 of them. We're not going to go through all 100, but maybe we go through 20 just real quickly. See if any of these are brands that resonate with you, Kelly Raspberry.
Well, I do want to stay connected to the millennial.
Well, some brands, and we're just going to talk about brands, some brands cross all generations.
That's true. You can find common ground. If you feel like you can't relate with a millennial in your office, or maybe you're a millennial listening to this, and you think, well, man, Susie, that old biddy down the hall from me, she likes the same stuff I do. Maybe we can meet on that common ground.
Okay. Let's read.
Here's a way to look at it.
Let's read a couple of these, see if any of these resonate with you. Let's just start with, we'll start with 25 and go down to 1.
Oh my gosh.
We'll go quick. Okay, 25, right. American Eagle.
Okay.
American Eagle's been around forever.
Remind me again, how old are millennials?
Well, don't they?
What age is millennial?
Hey, studio audience.
Oh, let me Google it real quick.
Someone get on the Google and tell us exactly how old a millennial
somebody
is.
Google so I don't have to, and our studio audience is watching us on YouTube.
A lot younger than us. But American Eagle's been around forever. American Eagle's around when I was a kid.
Yeah, but they make really good jeans, and I know that they make good pajama pants because some of the fashion bloggers that I follow. They like the American Eagle pajama pants.
23 and 24. Kroger and Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
Two brands that you frequent. You go Krogering all the time.
I do go. Well, it's, you know what? It's a matter of it's close to the house. That's one good reason. But yeah, I do Kroger a lot because I have the Kroger membership rewards and the gas station is right there in the Kroger parking lot. But what I've been finding lately is, obviously not a sponsor of the podcast, Kroger gas is more expensive than the gas just down the street, even when I get a little 3 cents off per gallon.
Okay, our live studio audience came back and said that millennials are anyone born between 1981 to 1996.
Okay, so how does that make them?
Well,
1981.
What's 80 to 2019?
29.
29, so 28. 28
to,
and then subtract 15.
Somebody said 37. Oh, no, somebody said 22 to 37.
Okay, so
that sounds more right.
No one younger than 20.
Everybody's saying 22 to 37.
Yeah, no one older than 37.
Okay, 22 to 37.
God, you can be 37 and be a millennial? That's not old.
You're on the upper end.
That's an old millennial. Okay, but we got to go through these kind of quick, right? McDonald's, Chevrolet, Kohl's. No, Kohl's is a millennial brand. Old Navy, been around forever.
Yeah, I mean, come on. They make. I get all my shorts from Old Navy.
Old Navy stuff kind of falls apart.
No, it does not. Not their denim.
It used to.
No, it does not. Their denim is awesome, and their shorts, I've had them for years. I love Old Navy shorts.
And is millennial an age group or is it an attitude?
Kind of a little bit of both. Kind of a little bit of both, right?
Toyota.
Okay.
Under Armour.
Okay.
One of my favorite brands, and I am not a millennial, Starbucks.
Yeah. What number is Starbucks?
Love Starbucks, number 16.
Okay.
One of your favorite brands, Costco. It doesn't seem like that would be a big millennial brand.
It doesn't, because usually with Costco, it's because you're buying in bulk.
You're buying
because you have a big family.
Yeah, big family, big house.
Yeah,
lots of
I don't
storage.
know.
How can that
But
be?
you know what Costco also is? Costco is one of the biggest wine vendors. They do the most wine, and I think diamonds in the country. They do a lot of wine, and that's the age group that's really getting into wine.
Okay.
So that might have something to do with that.
Okay. Disney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they like a lot of like my cousins and stuff that are that age group. They all honeymoon there. It's very, very big.
My sister
for them.
loves the Disney.
Well, is she 37? She's older than 37.
My sister's older than that. She's Gen Y. Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft. Okay, now here are the top 10.
Okay.
These are the top 10 millennial brands. Pepsi.
See, I'm a Pepsi girl. I'm a diet Pepsi girl.
Well, give me number 9. Coca-Cola.
I don't know. Coca-Cola to me is just it's got too much vanilla and foam in it to my mouth. It's vanilla and foamy. I don't like it.
Give me the Diet Orange Vanilla. No, it's the
Diet Orange Vanilla.
No, it's is it the Coca-Cola Orange Vanilla
Zero?
Or is it
zero.
Diet? It's zero.
It's
that's
zero.
the one I like. Yeah, that's the one I like. Now, number 8. Is it Adidas or is it Adidas?
Adidas.
Some people call it Adidas.
They're just trying to be cute.
Trying to be fancy?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 7, Google.
Mm.
Think that's a millennial brand?
Well,
I mean, who doesn't use Google? I mean, everybody uses Google. Why is that preferred by millennials? Well, actually, this list is based on 1,000 millennials consumer write-in responses. They're asked to just list the brands that they like. Okay. Number 6, Samsung.
So for the phones, right?
Yep.
The Galaxy phones.
Yep. You should be able to name the top 5 millennial brands.
Well, I'd probably have to say Apple.
Okay, that's number 2.
Target.
That's number 5. Good job.
I'd probably say Walmart.
Wow. Number 4. You've got 2 more in the top 5.
I'm not looking. Is it a car?
No. It's not a car.
Is it a clothing brand?
Yes.
Nike.
Yep. That's number 3. And the number 1.
Oh, I'm gonna miss number 1. So I got Nike. Okay, what was 2, 3, 4, 5? 2.
It was Target, Walmart, Nike, Apple, and then number 1 is
Well, iPhone is Apple.
Everyone uses it. We use it most weeks, at least once a week.
Give me another hint.
The guy who founded it's kind of lewd.
Give me another hint.
It's a place in South America. It's the same place. It's named as the same place as a place in South America. No, that's not a good hint.
What's in South America? I'm really bad at geography.
There's a big river in South America.
The Nile?
That's in Africa.
Oh.
The Amazon.
Oh, Amazon.
Yeah.
Why did I like an Amazon?
Amazon.
That's so obvious. If it was a
Yes.
snake, it would have bit me.
The number one.
You're
real
telling
brand
me
is Amazon.
the Nile is not in South America?
I thought the Nile was in Africa.
I know, honey. I was
Oh.
being stupid.
Oh.
I told you I don't know geography.
I thought they
Man,
floated.
Amazon is the most obvious one, and I missed it because it was just too obvious.
Didn't Moses float down the Nile?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Nile,
Okay.
which is in Egypt.
Yes. Good call. Okay, well, I thought that was kind of an interesting list. I don't know why. It's
Wow.
just- yeah, I mean, a lot of these are old brands, though. I guess that speaks to how they've been able to, I don't know, relate to younger people today,
Maybe
even though
the-
they've been around forever.
Maybe the millennials think it's cute. Look at these old people shopping with us at American Eagle. Maybe that's what they think.
But you know what I did think was interesting as I kind of just looked at the list. I mean, there's 100 of them on here. There aren't many like really high-end upscale brands. The only one I see is Gucci. Like,
Yeah, that might be because
I don't see
maybe like rappers and stuff, the artists they admire probably wear
Yeah.
Gucci. Doesn't Post Malone wear Gucci?
Hey, number 74 is Dollar Tree, man.
I love Dollar Tree. I haven't made a Dollar Tree run in a while. You know what other store I used to really, really love, but I think it's kind of fallen out of favor. Did you see that Bed Bath & Beyond's getting ready to close a bunch of stores?
Yeah, brick and mortar isn't working. Man.
Well, you know, everything's going online, but, you know, used to be back in the day, Bed Bath & Beyond, you lived to get those coupons, those 20% off coupons that if you didn't use it by a certain date, it went to 10%,
Mhm.
even though the people always honored, you know, that if you got the right salesperson, well, then they started getting really strict on those. And now what I've done is I got that 1-year membership. It's like you pay a flat fee. It's like $39, $49. I don't remember. But for me, it made sense because it gave you 20% off everything you purchase. You don't ever have to have a coupon and it lasts for 1 year. So you buy one bedding set and it pays for itself and then you just go in for everything else because there's nothing more infuriating than going to Bed Bath & Beyond and not having a coupon. It's
I
infuriating.
mean,
You
who
know,
pays full price at Bed Bath & Beyond?
exactly, but it happens because you forget your coupon.
That's like paying full price at Sleep Experts.
Right. Why would you do that? So they've announced they're closing 60 of its stores early next year because they got to get, you know, through the last bit of that Christmas boost. That's 40 Bed Bath & Beyonds and 20 of their other concept stores because they also own Bye Bye Baby, World Market, Christmas Tree Shops, which is more than just Christmas Tree Shops. That is the worst named store in the world. My mother loved Christmas Tree Shops, but nobody would go there because they thought they just sold Christmas tree stuff. It was everything. It was awesome. They're closing those two, and Harmon Face Values. I don't know what Harmon's Face Values are. They said you can still use your coupons for now, but once the liquidation at those stores that are closing kicks in, you probably won't be able to use them. So use your coupons if you have them. They have not said which stores are closing. This is my tip because you know I save money, honey. So use your coupons if you have them because you don't know what stores are closing. And that's just a good rule of thumb because I used to hold on to gift cards and store credit and stuff. And then guess what happens? I had like $60-something worth of credit to a store. It closed. So it's just money I wadded up and threw away. So financial experts say don't sit on your coupons and gift cards because the way businesses are going now, it might be worthless if you don't use them. Use it or lose it, people. But hopefully Bed Bath & Beyond, your favorite one, isn't closing. We won't know until early 2020.
I like Bed Bath & Beyond. One thing about that.
When's the last time you went?
Not that long ago because I bought those pillows. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I bought clearance summer pillows from Bed Bath & Beyond.
I mostly buy wedding gifts on Bed Bath & Beyond.
One thing about Bed Bath & Beyond, when you walk in, it's like you're in a canyon. You know, I mean, it's like you're in this tiny little aisle and then you look up and there's product on either side of you to the ceiling, which is about 20 feet high.
Yeah.
It makes me nervous.
Makes you nervous?
It makes me claustrophobic.
Oh my.
It does.
Maybe that's why it's closing. Too many nervous people.
All right, babe, let's keep things moving here. Why don't we call
Yes. Okay.
Kelly and Louise and see if we can get this thing working?
Okay, this is the couple, Kelly and Louise, that won our first effortless IVF giveaway called Maybe Baby, thanks to doctors Kevin and Kathy Duty, who so generously did it for us a second time. Our last couple, names again?
Jordan and Tate.
They haven't been through the process yet. They just, maybe they already had a doctor's appointment. I don't know.
Well, they met the doctors.
That's good. So the ball is rolling.
Yes.
Because they're anxious to get started. But with Kelly and Louise, it's been a while.
I mean, they've gone off the grid.
And we hadn't heard anything. And we, I know people were asking, especially when we were giving away the second round of IVF, people are thinking, I didn't know what to say because we hadn't heard anything. So we finally were able to reach out through DMs. You can slip into the DMs every once in a while, everybody, and made connection. And we got Kelly's permission to call her.
Yes, I got her in my phone right here.
Okay, so we're gonna do it, and let's all find out what the latest is with Kelly and Louise and their fertility journey.
All right, see if we can get this to work.
Okay, write that down. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, babe.
Wow.
That's exciting. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for them.
It is exciting, and it's just
it
gives me the best
just as
feeling.
Excited for me.
It gives me the best feeling to know that we just do this silly podcast, this ridiculous buffoonery, and then we're able to just be a small part of helping people do something like that.
I know, and it's a big
Isn't
deal.
that cool?
It's huge.
I mean, I'm not
It's
joking.
a
It makes me feel really, really good to know that in just in some tiny way,
I know.
we helped. I mean, they did all the hard stuff.
Yeah.
The doctors did all the hard stuff, but we kind of were.
We were the facilitators.
The conduit.
We were the conduit.
The
conduit. And I love
that. Were we liaisons?
What I love is that so many of the podcast family are, connecting on a deeper level. Because we love hearing from you, but I like to know that you're all,
no, that's really
a lot
cool.
of you are communicating with each other and forming these, friendships with people you may never even meet face to face, but you're connecting on a different level. And I think that's just awesome. I'm telling you, best podcast family, hands down. I'd put you guys up against any other podcast family.
That is amazing. And the duties. I mean, you'll put your fertility doctors up against anybody else.
Yeah, embryo.net, again, is that website.
Good.
Embryo.net.
They're able to do things like that. It just blows my mind that they're able to help people do things like that, that they've had such, a challenge with.
They're the reason I've got a almost 13-year-old brat upstairs.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, y'all, I got to tell you, just a really brief aside. I love my daughter, but, almost 13 in a couple of days. I took her and a couple of her girlfriends to see Billie Eilish. She's 17 years old, immensely talented. It's just incredible. And it was a late night. I'm operating on fumes right now. But I'll tell you what, if you parent a preteen or a teenager, you know how it is when their friends come around. Your kid starts kind of showing off and getting a little extra sassy to show how cool they are. My daughter's friends called her out for speaking smart to me. I was really impressed. They were like, don't talk to your mother. I mean, she wasn't, calling me names or anything. She just talked to me. Like, I asked a question and she kind of, everything you say when you're the parent is stupid.
Oh, yeah.
And you're bothering them by daring to ask, did you want ranch or honey mustard? Just kind of adding it.
You can't say question you could ask.
You can't say anything. And she was kind of being snappy with me and not being really nice. And here I am. Like, I want to go see Billie Eilish. I'm taking 3 girls, down the tollway in rush hour traffic for them to see Billie Eilish. And the 2 of them told her, don't talk to your mother that way. If I talked to my mother that way, my mother would, pop my mouth. And I'm like, yeah, you tell.
It was a late night for those three, and they spent the night here. Emma Kelly's two friends.
We just got back so late. It wasn't worth taking them home.
And they came down this morning because I take Emma Kelly to school every morning. But since they stayed here, I took the other two girls to school. But the three of them, well, two of them came down. None of them were on time, first of all. But two came down, and they looked like they had these glassy eyes. Their hair was everywhere. Their clothes were rumpled and wrinkled. They looked like they were just on an all-night bender in Vegas.
Well, I tell you, when we got home, it was really late. And their moms knew it was going to be late. I said, just let them stay at the house. It's going to be probably 11 or later before we get home. And it was. And I left them all at the table. I said, y'all, I'm going to bed. I stopped and got them some French fries on the way home. They were all hungry. I said, okay, finish your French fries and go to bed. And I told Emma Kelly, I said, do you want me to call you? Because I have to be at work, 5:30, 5:40 in the morning. I said, you want me to call you and make sure you're up? I have an alarm, Mom. I get up with an alarm every day.
Mm-hmm.
Again, talking to me like a little brat. I was like, all right. You want me to have Alan check on you? I've got an alarm. Okay. So Alan texts me because I'm on the air, and he texts me, I'm not hearing anything upstairs. So I text Emma Kelly, chirp, 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 nothing.
I'm downstairs at 6:50. We need to leave about 5 till to get there on time.
And about 10 minutes later, I get a frantic text. Alan didn't wake us up.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Alan's getting thrown under the bus.
Yeah. Thought you had an alarm clock.
Alan's getting thrown under the bus.
I thought you had an alarm clock.
Wow.
You don't need anybody to wake you up. I always get up with an alarm clock.
Wow.
Same thing she told me the day of our Emma Kelly and me photo shoot when I said, I need to get you up at 6 a.m. Do I need to, Mom, I can get up. I get up every day at 6 a.m. That's what time I get up every day for school. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Dragging her butt, got her in the makeup chair to get just a little bit of something done and her hair fixed. Sent her upstairs to change clothes. She went back to bed. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm dealing with.
Well, two of them came down, and then we had to put out an APB for the third one. And then somebody went up there, found the third one. The third one came down. And
she disoriented.
Oh, you should have seen them scrambling around trying to figure out what to do, like with breakfast. And they're like, and then Emma Kelly wants to take her plate to the car. I mean, she was just disoriented.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I think you need to leave your plate here, but you can take your breakfast sandwich. So then we go out to the car, and then it was a little strange because all three of them pile into the back seat. I'm like, one of y'all can sit up front with me if you want.
That's the way they rode to the concert too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But they all had their bags.
I know.
They all had their volleyball crap in their backpacks.
They don't want to sit up front with you.
I guess not.
Big scary man.
Big hairy scary man. But yeah, and then they're all piled back there. And then we get to school, and they all just fall out of the clown car and then go stumbling into school.
Did they say goodbye, anything?
No. No. I say, have a good day, girls. See ya. And then that's when I texted you.
Well, I thought you've been doing all this research on how to talk to teenage girls.
Oh, yeah, I have, but we're not going to do that yet.
That was my leading you into it.
Well, I know what it was. We can do that. And then we need to read our letter.
Okay. Did I throw your order off?
No, we're good. I think we're good on time. So, yeah, why don't we do that? Talking to teenage girls. Yeah, so this is from a newsletter or website called Life of Dad, and I subscribe to the newsletter. And they send really great tips, and it's good for mothers, too. It doesn't have to just be dads that subscribe to it. But, Kelly and I, we've gone on here before and said, sometimes it's a challenge to get, especially the girls, to engage and to talk. And I've noticed one thing I've noticed with Brooke, my daughter, if I'm taking her somewhere and it's going to be a long drive, it's going to be like 20 or 30 minutes. If I just talk and talk and talk, mm-hmm. and it can be about anything. Mm-hmm. It can be about what the color of the sky. It could be about this new camera I bought.
Keep going.
Just keep talking.
Keep going.
Eventually, she listens to everything,
mm-hmm.
but then eventually she starts to get into offering up her own conversation.
I've had that same experience. You just keep talking. You even answer questions for her.
Right.
And eventually she'll start chiming in, and before you know it, you're having
a good conversation.
But it's very one-sided for a long time. But that's just
and it feels weird because you feel like you're talking to yourself, but you're not, because teenage girls like listen to a lot of stuff. Like you don't think they're listening, but they hear a lot of stuff. You know, I think that's girls in general. But I found this list of great questions to ask your kids every week. Because one thing that I've done before, if you just say, "Hey, how was school?" Fine. So what are you studying?
Nothing.
Nothing. So what's your favorite class? I don't really have one.
I don't know.
Yeah. Are your grades good? Is everything going okay? Yeah. You know, so here are some different questions you can ask to encourage discussion. First one is, what's going on in your life? So the guy that wrote this article said, I always try to find out what's happening in their lives. I'll ask them questions like, what made you happy this week? Well, nothing.
I know.
Was there a problem this week that you had to work through?
No,
not really.
This is in an ideal world. This will spur conversation.
Yeah, in an ideal world, I think it will. Was there something that made you sad? You asking me questions all the time.
Why are you talking to me?
Yeah. How are you having fun? That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. How was that? Well, I asked him how the concert was. I said, did y'all have fun at the concert? How was the concert?
Okay, they were operating on fumes. Today was not a good morning for them.
It was fine.
I can't believe I'm still awake, honestly.
So do y'all need help making your breakfast sandwiches? No. Okay. Is there anything you need? Is there anything you think I need to know? You ever use that one? No?
Not necessarily. I've always told my daughter, if somebody tells you, do not tell your parents, the first thing you do is tell me.
Yeah.
That's not good. So that's the only thing.
Well, to that point, he says, I always want to give them give my kids an opportunity to share with areas where they're struggling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think a lot of what I've read, especially with girls, it's like, you know, encourage the discussion, but a lot of times they just want you to listen once you can get them talking, especially from a dad's perspective. They just want somebody to listen. They don't like being lectured to.
Yeah, they don't want advice.
Yeah.
Because they think advice is lecturing.
Right. Exactly.
And yeah.
Exactly.
And but then their 12 or 13-year-old friend can say the exact same thing. And they're hugging and crying, and it's such a beautiful thing. I'm like, I just said the same thing yesterday.
But he says his go-to questions, if he's trying to encourage discussion with his kids, it's his huddle-up question. So he'll huddle up with the kids and ask, what's the one thing that made you happy this week? And what's the one thing that made you sad this week? I mean, I'll get them thinking at least.
That's probably good dinner table talk. You know, if you're sitting down at dinner, I think a lot of people say that. What's the best thing that happened to you today? And what's the worst thing that happened to you today? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
But who sits down for dinner anymore?
Well, we do that. You got us on that King Of game.
God.
I've got a couple of good.
I'm almost starting to regret it. I've done the letter P now.
I've got a couple of good.
15 times.
Just real quick, Cole stories.
Okay.
I don't think I've told you.
Well, we do the King Of real quickly. It's a game that the King Craddock Morning Show just started playing randomly years ago. If somebody starts talking about, Brad, somebody will say Brad Pitt. I'm like, no, Brad Sham. Or you just start, and then everybody goes around the room and starts naming Brads, and everybody's out until the last person can think of a Brad. You're the king of Brads. So that became a game. But with the little kids, they can't name people like that. So the easiest thing to do with our kids is pick a letter of the alphabet. You just name words that start with that letter. It's really an educational game, but it's fun. They get so into it. But the only letter Dylan ever wants to play is P, because he likes saying poop,
plop,
and panties.
And plop. He likes plop.
Panties. But we play. Can we do the letter P? Can I go first? Yeah, Dylan, we'll play P again.
Okay, before I tell you the Cole stories, do that, and then we need to do.
Oh.
Yeah, we're way behind.
Am I behind?
Way behind.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't mean to be behind.
Well, you were just kind of going on there. So
I was explaining how the game works.
Do that, and then I'll tell the Cole story.
All right. Well, I'm trying my best to be healthy. I've been to the gym 3 days in a row, people. Thank you very much.
Have you really?
Yes.
Good Lord.
Are you impressed or are you shocked?
No, I'm impressed. Well, and shocked.
I was even running so late yesterday. I did not have time to go home and get my workout clothes. I worked out in my blue jeans and barefoot, and you would have thought that was the most ridiculous thing. And I got so much grief for that. I'm like, why am I not getting praise for still showing up? I could have just blown the whole thing off.
working out in jeans is a little wheels off.
Honey, these jeans were so stretchy. I was able to work out.
Best jeans ever.
Best jeans ever.
But this isn't about jeans.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to make healthy choices. And sometimes when you're making healthy choices with your diet, guess what? You're eliminating certain nutrients that your body needs. Now, here's Ritual. Ritual vitamins, they are made for women, and they are obsessively researched vitamins for women. The nutrients that most of us aren't getting from our food, all in their clean, absorbable forms. That's important because a lot of times you take these vitamins and you just, I don't mean to be graphic, you pee them right out because your body's not absorbing them. And they don't have any shady additives, no ingredients that can actually do more harm to your body than good. And these are just 2 easy to take capsules. They give you 9 nutrients you need to support a strong foundation for your health. So you're not taking pill after pill after pill. That can give you an upset stomach. That's the good thing about Ritual. You don't get an upset stomach. You don't have to take it with food. You don't have that fishy burp up aftertaste because you get a fresh minty taste with Ritual. It's got everything you need, ladies, from D3 to omega-3. It helps fill the gaps in your diet. It's a subscription-based program. You get a 30-day supply delivered to your door every month. Better health doesn't happen overnight. And right now, Ritual has a great offer for our listeners.
It's 10% off during your first 3 months. So fill in the gaps in your diet with essentials for women. That's a small step that helps support a healthy foundation for your body. Visit ritual.com/sandwich to start your Ritual today. That's 10% off during your first 3 months at ritual.com/sandwich.
That's a good deal.
Love Ritual.
For 3 months. Thank you, Ritual.
Okay, so just real quick, back to that King of game. So every time we do pee, my middle son, Cole, he says Post Malone. And that got me to thinking of something he said. And I had these moments of my sweet little son is growing into a boy.
Yeah, and soon to be a teenager. He's 11.
He's 11 and soon to be aware of a lot more things that I didn't really realize a kid his age would be aware of.
Sex?
No.
Oh, like what?
Well, the other day we're doing the King of P, and of course he always says Post Malone, and I'm like, that's a good one.
Yeah, they say, listen, poop,
yeah,
panties, and Post Malone,
and plop. And Cole said, he hears that I say the word lewd, and he thinks that's funny. He says, Daddy, I bet Post Malone is real lewd. And I'm like, why? Why do you say that? He goes, I bet he drinks Budweiser Platinum for breakfast.
What?
I'm like, Cole, where did you get that?
Where did you get that?
How would you know what Budweiser Platinum is?
And that it's like the perfect breakfast treat.
And and then how would he know that it would be lewd to drink Budweiser Platinum for breakfast?
But I know Cole, and as soon as you asked him, he probably got real embarrassed and never answered you. Is that the truth?
I think I just said, dude, where did you come up with that?
Usually he goes,
no, he don't. He did that. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. He does.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just kind of shuts down.
Yeah.
So you don't know where that came from?
No idea. So that was dad moment number 1 about, gosh.
What was it?
He goes, I bet Post Malone is really lewd. And I said, why? And he said, because I bet he drinks Budweiser Platinum.
Budweiser Platinum?
For breakfast. Not just Budweiser.
Do we have Budweiser Platinum in our house?
I've never drank Budweiser Platinum. I don't even know what that is. I think it's a spiked Budweiser,
the only thing, he did say something about Modelo the other day because somebody came over to our house and brought Modelo. We don't drink beer. So we just leave it. They left it. So we just leave it in the refrigerator in case somebody comes over and wants a beer. It's probably so old and out of date we need to throw it away.
Skunked.
But every time we keep all the kids' waters and everything out there. So the other day he came out and he said something about Modelo. And I was like, oh. Okay,
so check this one out. So then I think it was that same day. I'm trying to get him out of the house to take him somewhere, probably to baseball. And he's in the bathroom. He's in my little office bathroom here. And he's in there forever. But then I put my ear to the door. I can hear the fan running. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, so he's been in there like 15 minutes. And I'm like, Cole, are you okay? He's like, yeah, Daddy, I'm fine. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm pooping. And I'm like, oh, sorry, bud. And then about another 10 minutes goes by. He's been in there like 25 minutes. And he comes out, he flushes, and he comes out, washes his hand, and he comes out. I'm like, buddy, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I was just using the bathroom. I'm like, well, what were you doing? He was like, well, I was watching YouTube videos.
Oh,
So he was
he's being a
pooping.
man.
He was pooping and
He
watching
wasn't pooping.
and watching YouTube videos.
He wasn't pooping for 25 minutes.
No, he got stuck on the pot.
Yeah, his legs probably fell asleep and he couldn't get off.
With his iPad. It was in his lap.
No.
Like a little old man. And then so I kind of
It
joked.
used to be men read on the toilet.
Right. You read your newspaper.
Now you take your iPad.
So I kind of joked him about it. And I said, buddy, you're like an old man. You're reading on the pot. And he was laughing. And I said, well, I mean, come to think of it, everybody reads on the pod. They just read their cell phone.
Yeah.
So you admit it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I admit it.
Wow.
What? Why? What?
So you read on the pod?
Every once in a while, if I know I'm going to be in there a minute.
Like, what do you?
We need to get graphic.
Like, what do you do? What do you read?
Well, actually, I'm playing best friends.
Kill that slug, babe.
God.
Kill that slug.
Alan, every night he's like, kill that slug.
God,
Y'all, this is so ridiculous. I don't know.
Good night.
Let me see what level I'm on.
Okay, babe.
I'm just seeing what level I'm on. Let me, just out of curiosity. Well, shoot. I have to finish this level to tell you what level I'm on. Go ahead and start. What were you going to say?
Well, we wanted to read our letter.
I'm purposely blowing this level.
Put that up.
I'm trying to tell everybody what level I'm
games
on.
on the podcast.
I'm just finishing this level because I thought it was done.
I mean, if you're going to play a game on the podcast, play Best Fiends.
I'm just telling you which level I'm on.
Hashtag ad.
317.
Oh. Okay, we got. You can send us mail, listener. We have a podcast mailbox.
Yeah, we do.
I'll read it right now.
Where is it listed on the website? Is that how she found our address?
It may be on our website, but it's 2108 Dallas Parkway.
Well, that's a lot for people to write down. Well, go ahead.
Suite 214-161.
He's going to remember.
Plano, Texas, 75093.
It's probably on the website because this is where she mailed it.
But that's where she mailed it. So she hand wrote us a letter and sent us 2 t-shirts. Here's her letter. She says, and this is from Heather. Heather says, and this is handwritten. Says, hey, Kelly and Alan, I'm a huge fan of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I love each and every episode, and I look forward to new ones every week. I love to hear all about the things going on in your life, whether it be funny stories and Alan's buffoonery, or even the times it is more serious. She says, I have suffered with anxiety and depression for about 10 years now, and the podcast when Alan shared his own personal struggles really hit home. I just wanted to let you know how much you guys are appreciated. I love to laugh with you and sometimes cry with you. Your podcast gives me the chance 2 times a week to get away from my own problems and worries and listen to you. You both helped me get through a lot of tough weeks. I wanted to send you both something just to show you my appreciation in a small way. I don't know if you've ever heard or seen the brand Home Tea, but I love it. Hashtag not an ad. Their shirts and sweatshirts are so comfortable, and they donate 10% from every purchase to multiple sclerosis.
Oh, that's nice.
That's cool. And after listening to the podcast about being classy, and it's apparently not classy to wear t-shirts, I decided to send you some.
Remember that episode? The lady said you want to be classy, you
Yeah.
wear t-shirts.
I guess us people in Illinois aren't very classy.
Neither us people in Plano, Texas.
You got that right, because we rock t-shirts all the time. That's all I wear, t-shirts. I hope you guys like them. I got the Lubbock one for Alan for his Red Raiders, guns up, and I saw the Brittany one and
For me!
immediately thought of Kelly.
Get me, baby, one more wine.
I know your deep love for her. Anyway, sorry for rambling, but really just wanted to say thank you so much for what you do. You're appreciated more than you know. Keep bringing us great show content. I look forward to hearing the next one. You may not realize it, but you're doing so much to help so many people like myself. Love
That's
you.
so nice.
Love you desperately, Heather.
Thank you, Heather. I'm wearing my t-shirt right now. It's so soft. It says, hit me, baby, one more wine.
And mine is in the dirty clothes because I've already worn it like 2 or 3 times. But mine's gray, and in red letters it says Lubbock on like 2 lines, like Lubbock.
Lubbock.
It's pretty cool.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
But thank you, Heather. And the handwriting. This is something that this was my thing when I worked at the company I worked for like 15 years. You know, around Christmas time at a company, there's always this odd, do you give your coworkers Christmas cards? Like you may work with 30 people.
Yeah.
Now, you can do 2 things. You can bring a stack of them to work and hand them out and just write their name on there. Or you can take the time to write their address, sign the card, lick a stamp, put it in the mail, and so they get a Christmas card at home.
It's more meaningful.
If anyone ever tried to give me a Christmas card at work, I would give them the biggest rash of you know what. I'm like, what you can't lick
Why would you do that?
Well, I was joking, but
Oh.
not joking. I'm like, you can't lick a stamp and send it to my house. I mean, why are you just passing these out? It doesn't make me feel very
People love being reprimanded.
it doesn't
People love it.
It doesn't make me feel very special. This is about me.
They're like, I went to all the trouble of getting my kids to sit in these stupid Christmas sweaters so I could give you this card, and you're going to reprimand
How
me
much
for not
effort?
mailing
But
it.
how much effort does it take to bring in a stack and just hand them out like they're cookies?
It doesn't, but it's also very expensive sometimes to mail, and you don't know everybody's address.
Oh, okay.
I do have. I mean, it's more special to get in the mail, but you can't just go to HR and say, "Hey, give me the address of everybody I work with in this office." They can't do that.
I guess in a very asshole-ish kind of way, I'm saying I very much appreciate Heather's handwritten
I do
letter.
too.
So thank you, Heather.
And don't be handing Alan a Christmas card. Obviously, he really hates that.
I'll hand that right back. I'll say,
So rude.
I'll say lick a stamp and send it to you.
So rude.
All right, babe.
Well, you know what?
Oh.
We are coming up on Halloween real quick.
Well,
oh, did you have something else?
no, I didn't, but we probably need to do.
Well, let me just tell you real quick.
Okay.
Last week I was talking about the dilemma we have with Dylan because he keeps changing his mind about what he wants to be. After I bought that Darth Vader costume, then he decided he wanted to be a ninja. What's his latest? Oh, then he wanted to be the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback.
Oh, he wanted to be Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
And then he said he wanted to be a ninja.
A ninja. And it was like, make up your mind, you little 7-year-old. Come on.
And then I told him I was going to be one of those things that blows in the wind. What do you call those
Alan
things?
wants to be a windsock.
A windsock, yeah.
The things they have in the
You know,
parking
they
lots,
just-
the tall tube people with the arms.
They look like Gumby, but they blow, you know?
But you're going to walk around that thing and you have to flail
Right,
like that or
yeah.
nobody's going to get
That's
it.
the bit. It's funny.
All right.
Have you seen the Area 51 costume?
You did show me on
That
your
is
phone.
hilarious.
Describe it to everybody.
Well, it's hard to describe, but it's like a big green alien behind you, and he's holding you. So, like, you jump in the costume, and you're the legs of the alien,
Right.
but it looks like he's grabbing you.
Right.
So you can run around like this alien has you and yell, he's got me.
Yeah, he's trying to take you away. And
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Those are a lot of effort costumes. But
What is that?
they takes a lot of effort. You've got to like act and do stuff.
Oh.
You just can't walk around.
Well, an actor.
They said the
Actor,
hot adult costumes this year, you know, if you go to wherever those little pop-up hot costume places are.
Mhm.
But I think a lot of people try to do it yourself at home. A lot of homemade stuff.
Yeah.
Are you hot, honey?
It's a good way. Yeah, it's hot in here. Good way to save
I just
money.
felt the air come on.
Good way to save money.
They said the biggest things for adults, now kids are one thing, but for adults, this is what you might see a lot if you go to an adult Halloween party. Taylor Swift from her You Need to Calm Down video, where she's in that
Not familiar.
colorful trailer park.
I got nothing.
All right, well, people that know Taylor Swift videos know her from the You Need to Calm Down video.
Okay.
Honey, I'll be honest, I didn't know like most all of these.
Oh boy. Okay.
The winged jewels from Euphoria.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
All right.
I'm assuming it's a Netflix show,
So far,
Euphoria, or perhaps Amazon
I'm
Prime,
lost on
maybe
I'm
Hulu.
lost on my own podcast.
The winged jewels from Euphoria.
Okay.
How about this one? The tethered from the horror movie Us.
I don't know what
We didn't
that
see
is.
Us. We don't know
Yeah.
what the tethered is. So you come dressed like these things to our Halloween costume party, which we're not having. We wouldn't know what the heck you are because we didn't see this stuff. We wouldn't get it. The next one, Meryl Streep's character, Mary Louise Wright from Big Little Lies. We don't have HBO. We're out on
I thought
that.
we did.
We got it for like a free weekend. So they were tempting us, and they couldn't tempt us. We're not paying.
Okay.
The strippers from the J-Lo movie Hustlers still haven't seen it. So you walk around looking like that. I just think you like a stripper.
Well, don't most ladies like to walk
Yeah,
around like
that's
strippers
basically.
on Halloween?
Yeah.
Just saying.
And here's the last one, the popular adult costume for this year. The Scoops Ahoy ice cream store uniform from Stranger Things.
Yeah. I'm having a. I feel,
We are really.
I'm having an I feel old moment.
Well, I watched season 1 of Stranger Things before I married Alan. And I wanted to watch season 2. So I said, Alan, would you please watch season 1? I'll even sit and watch it with you so we could watch something together. Yeah. Never.
When do we have time to sit down and watch a TV
we
show?
could make time.
Never.
We could make time. I don't understand. Like my friends, their husbands, they sit down every night and they watch like Law and Order. They watch Chicago Fire. I'm like, how do you people do it?
Babe, it's 9:20. We hadn't stopped working yet.
Right. I don't understand how people watch TV together. We finally got everybody upstairs to watch a movie the other night. Batman Begins.
That was my idea. I hatched that
know.
idea. Well, actually, Dylan wanted to watch that.
Right. So we got a family movie night. So we all finally did that, but we didn't even all watch it together. We kind of piecemealed it together.
Yeah.
Brooke fell asleep on the floor.
Yeah.
Cole and I came up about 30 minutes into it.
Dylan got scared.
So anyway, those are the Halloween costumes that for adults are going to be popular. But
here's the deal. I was joking about the windsock. I got 2 Halloween costumes. I got Slash and I got Negan. So I'm probably going to be one of those 2 guys.
You're not going to try to freshen it up?
Why? I mean, if you got something you're good at, just keep pounding.
Well, yeah, and you're just going to walk around with the kids in the neighborhood, right?
With my bat with the barbed wire on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and you inspired, I told you, somebody in Wichita said you inspired her husband to dress like Negan this year. He's growing out his beard and everything, the scruff, just to do that from your inspiration, honey. By the way, Jeffrey Dean Morgan just got married. Everybody thought he was married. They weren't. They were just living together. Now they're married.
She's an attractive woman.
Well, you're an attractive man.
Thank you, man. You're a more attractive
Thank you.
woman.
Thank you. Whew. Didn't listen to my solo podcast and can't give me I'm fishing for compliments. That's all right. I don't care. So yeah, listen, I told you a little bit ago before I started, I digressed into other topics that I was running late. We had a meeting for Emma Kelly and me. We'll catch you up to that in just a minute. But we were coming really late out of a meeting, and I was I had it planned in my head. I was gonna have plenty of time to run home, grab my workout clothes, and be on time to my gym. That didn't work out. I went straight from the meeting, straight to the gym in my blue jeans, belt, hoop earrings, t-shirt, everything. And I ended up working out in my blue jeans, barefoot, and my Third Love bra.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wasn't wearing a Third Love sports bra, but I was wearing my good Third Love bra. And you know what? It worked great. The thing I love about Third Love bras is you almost forget you're wearing one. When I hear a lady, they always show on the, when girlfriends get together and talk and, the movies and stuff, they can't wait to get home and take off that bra. Oh my God, I can't wait to get out of this thing. It's so binding. You don't get that with Third Love.
Like with an underwire?
Yeah, because with Third Love, you do get that too. But if you're struggling to get out of your bra at the end of the day, that probably means you're not wearing the right size bra.
Not comfy.
So go to thirdlove.com, take the Fit Finder quiz.
Or it may not fit right.
Might not fit right, might be made really cheaply or poorly because everybody's trying to save money on underwear, right? Nobody's seeing it, but underwear makes a difference in how you feel and how you look in your clothes. With the Fit Finder quiz, you find out the exact size bra you're supposed to be wearing. And then they have beautiful bras. They have functional bras. They have the lace. They have all the designs you like, the ones that kind of like the t-shirt bras that disappear under your clothes. Just takes a minute or so to take the quiz. And then you find that with Third Love, you get to try it on in the comfort of your own home. The straps don't slip off. There's no itchy tags in the back. It's not digging into you because you're finally wearing the right size bra with these memory foam cups that mold to your body shape. And I'll tell you what, they have the perfect fit promise with Third Love. You've got 60 days to wear your bra, wash it, wear it again. Go work out in it if you want to, like I did. If you don't love it, return it. Third Love washes it and donates it to a woman in need. If you ever have any questions, they have fit stylists on hand to help and answer any of your questions.
And Third Love knows there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now they're offering our listeners 15% off your first order. Just go to thirdlove.com/sandwich now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off, babe. That's real money.
Yeah, buy a lot of bras because they're good.
15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/sandwich for 15% off today.
But I'm bummed.
Love Third Love.
So, as I said.
So it performed well. Huh?
It performed well in my meeting for Emma Kelly and me and at the gym.
So there wasn't any bounce with me.
No. I wasn't doing a lot of cardio, a lot of heavy cardio that day.
Bounce with me.
That's enough.
Oh.
All right, so Emma Kelly and me, let's get an update on that because this has been a big deal. This has been like an obsessive little side project. I've still got a little bit of work to do on that before I'm allowed to go to bed tonight.
Well, tell me about it. It's your company.
It's my company. Well, Emma Kelly and Me is a brand I'm launching named after my daughter and myself. And we're getting ready to launch in just about a week.
We're going to launch October the 17th. So some of you may be listening to this podcast. It's already launched.
By the time you listen to it,
maybe,
if you don't listen to it in real time.
But we're going to have a website. It's ekandme.com. There's also an Instagram at ekandme. There's Facebook. If you choose Facebook, that's also fine. But yeah, Kelly's going to be launching some really nice handbags.
Starting with that.
Nice apparel that you've selected.
Yep, I hand selected it. We went to market, and it's a learning process for all of us. We're doing this together, and we got the podcast family. We're going to have the Emma Kelly and Me family.
But we're doing this right. We're really treating this like it's a brand, it's a company, and we've got a little team helping us. We're going to have a launch party on October the 16th.
Yeah,
where Kelly's going to reveal all this awesome stuff in a video, and
it's a lot.
She'll have some of the purses there and some of the clothes there. She'll be wearing and modeling some of the purses. Emma Kelly will be there.
It's a lot.
A lot of the people in Dallas will be there.
It's a lot, yeah.
So that's gonna be really exciting.
Did I mention it's a lot? It's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot. And, we've got your sister Amanda's been helping us. She doesn't listen to the podcast, so I can tell her thank you all day on the podcast.
She actually refuses to listen.
She will not listen. She's afraid we're going to embarrass her.
Yes.
And Ashley O'Day, who's been a friend of yours from your old Linux days together.
Got me on Bumble.
Helping. She's the reason you got on Bumble and met me. You owe her everything, honey.
Yeah.
And we've got a videographer, Jay, who's been helping us, and my daughter, who's actually been pitching in with some creative ideas. Janine, who did my makeup for the website. You'll get to see Janine's work, her mastery. So anyway, it's just been a lot.
Who's doing the website and the photography and the marketing and the social media and all the business stuff?
Alan Evans.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Don't forget that.
Alan Evans.
Don't forget that asshole.
So you've been really doing a lot of work, and I appreciate it very much.
No, it's been a lot of fun, actually.
Alan's learned how to be a photographer.
I've had to learn new skills, which I like. That's fun.
Yeah, you've learned how to be a photographer.
Wow.
You've learned how to be a webmaster and a whole bunch of other stuff you never thought you'd have to do.
I always knew that, but the photography is a whole different thing. But I wouldn't call myself a photographer yet.
You're getting there, A-Train Photography. I think you need to come up with a better name. You really want to be A-Train Photography?
It doesn't have to be.
Can be.
If I was going to start a photography studio or business, send me your ideas for what it should be called. Podcast@kellyandallen.com.
Are you hurting to come up with a good name?
Well, it's either the best I've got is AE Photography, which I know there's going to be an AE Photography.
How about Alan Evans Photography?
Or A-Train Photography.
How about Magic Man Photography?
Magic Man Photography.
Well, you didn't mention that. I was trying to think of something that has something to do with you.
Yeah.
Something with suits of cards or something, like aces and
I was trying to think of something that had to do with maybe tattoos and art, but I can't really. Yeah, I've been thinking about other things. But anyhow, yeah, that's been fun. But back to you. This is
back to me.
This is
no, it's not really back to me. It's really a family effort.
This is going to launch. This is happening.
It is, and we're starting really small because I was really nervous. I said if we start too big, and we need to learn. We're learning as we grow. So we're launching with some handbags initially, and then we're going to start adding in the clothing, and hopefully it just gets bigger and more exciting because it's been a lot of fun. And I'm taking Emma Kelly with me to market next time so she can start picking out things for young people of her age that would like to shop with Emma Kelly and me.
And in the informal focus groups I've done, who have seen the website and seen the products and seen the prices, they're like, I will buy that all day, every day.
Well, maybe we need to mark them up.
I will buy those clothes all day, every day. I'm like, that's what happens when you have a team effort like this. Kelly has selected some really nice things.
But I don't want y'all to not, I want everybody to be able to afford it.
Right, but Kelly likes value too. So
I do.
These things are, for what you get, they're priced really nicely.
I think so too. And somebody's still going to fuss if something's too expensive. I just know that's going to happen. But I really tried because I tried to find things that I think are good quality, that are going to last for a long time, that you're going to feel good in. I want you to feel confident in them. I want you to feel beautiful in them. And I want you not to be, worried that you can't, make your rent payment.
So
that
again,
kind of thing too.
So again, that'll be ekandme.com. That goes live on October 17th. There's an Instagram at ekandme, and there's also Facebook, ekandme. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. I'm ready to get this thing out
I'm ready
there.
to rip the Band-Aid off and let's just get going.
Let's get it going.
But thank y'all for listening to us today to podcast one of our other jobs that we have. Just keep adding more jobs.
One of my jobs. Who's working in the shipping department?
That's you too, honey. You're doing that too.
What about logistics?
That's you.
Okay. What about inventory?
You.
What about accounting?
I think that's you. I'm just the face.
You're the face.
The face.
You're all face.
All right. We've talked really long, but we had so many, it was so great talking to Kelly and Luis. It was great to get the good news
guys.
from them. Can't wait to find out, what the baby's going to be. I'm so excited. And hopefully you were entertained. I'm glad Alan's back with me. Alan, you can go back and listen to the podcast I did without you, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I think I will. Yeah,
Let me know what you think.
I think I will. All right, babe. Well, this has been fun.
Thanks. I've got to go finish working on the website a little bit for Emma, Kelly, and me. So I need to go.
I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately. I love Kelly and Luis desperately. And their
soon to be baby.
They said I could be Uncle Alan, an honorary Uncle Alan. I don't want to be creepy Uncle Alan. I just want to be like an honorary Uncle Alan.
Then don't be lewd.
I'm not lewd. Post Malone is lewd.
I heard.
All right, babe. Well, in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.
Bye. Why'd you turn the darkness down?
Because the laptop's about to die.
Okay. Is Michael there tonight? Is he helping me?
Michael James. Hold on, guys. I gotta get the charger. This thing's about to die.
Where is it?
Well, it's probably in my backpack.
Oh, my teeth are hurting.
It's not good, man.
They feel like I've been doing like a bleaching. You've ever done bleach trays and your teeth are very sensitive? That's what it feels like. But I haven't. It hurts. Oh.
My James. My man.
All right. Let me write this out as Alan's plugging that in.
There we go. Now I can see you guys. Thank you, Cindy. Oh. Where are you, Molly? Molly says she can get some snow.
A sandwich and some what? What's this one called?
A sandwich and some, what do you call it when you do like a baby announcement? A sandwich and some, what's it called? The stork comes?
And
A sandwich and some Cabbage Patch, a sandwich and some, you call it when you like announce you
some baby results, some
you announce you a sandwich and
a pregnancy test.
A sandwich and some sonogram.
A sandwich and some.
A sandwich and a reveal.
A sandwich and some what? A sandwich and a reveal. No notes from Michael. He had a date. That's okay, Michael. I got it. I'm glad you had a date, though. Was it a post-birthday date? Hey, Molly. Oh, snow. Where you live to get in snow? Good night, Carolyn. North Dakota. A sandwich and a reveal. I'll do that. A sandwich and a big reveal. Okay, I'll do that. Okay. See, I have to turn in the podcast title and description. Chewies. Tender. I like Chewies. Good and casual. Is it a first date or a a second or third date. What are you looking for?
Okay, organized.
What are you looking for?
Well, an adapter, so I can plug in the little chip in the back of the
I haven't touched anything. It's not in here. Is it in here?
I'll find it back.
Okay, I don't need to go in here. Am I gonna
Why
open
don't
a
you just
tool?
move your stuff out so I can kind of...
Excuse me.
No, I can't see my desk.
Bye.
No, I'm not telling you to leave. I just
I
need you to...
gotta go anyway. I
just
just need
need-
my stuff.
I wasn't trying to boot you out. I was
You
just...
did.
Well. All right, guys. I know what you don't want to do is watch me look for stuff. God almighty. So unorganized right now. All right. I'm going to have to look for this thing. So I will talk to you guys soon, okay? Thanks for hanging out. Everybody okay? I didn't read all the comments, but... Bye, Kara. All right. Bye, Michael. Thanks. Talk to you guys later.